oh, I'm not a man if I'm going 50-50 with my woman. It's hard, brother. You sitting up here, your nice house, your nice jewelry, nice cars. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do 100%. How? How, brother? If I'm making $14 an hour, what you expect? You know, you still on there. Oh yeah, man, 100%. You're not a man. You're not a man. How? I'm still working. I'm still providing, right? So what makes me not a man? Because I'm going 50-50 with my woman.
And brother, I applaud you, because I understand that it is hard out here, but we are men, so we have to go harder. I'm not saying or trying to speak down to you, my brother, by any means necessary. I'm not. But I want you to be reminded of something that our fathers didn't teach us, that we must go hard and that we shouldn't get into a relationship with a woman until we have direction.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got a pretty good video today, man. We pretty much, man, got the same old conversation, the same old BS conversation, 50-50. Why should men go 50-50? Why should women go 50-50? And it's pretty much self-explanatory, but we have two brothers here, man. You got one brother, pretty much here, this brother that's on the left, he pretty much is a rich guy, supposedly, he got all the money, he got all the answers. And then you got a guy who I would assume is just your average guy, right? Your average regular guy. Now, let's go ahead and just read the title. It says, man who goes 50-50 and a rich man who pays 100% of the bills have a conversation and things get heated. Who are you to say I'm not a man if I go 50-50 with my woman? You sitting up here with your nice house, your nice cars, but if I'm making $14 an hour, what do you expect? So, man, look, let's go ahead and jump into this video, man. I want to see both sides. We're both going to go break them down, for me, right? And I'm gonna just go ahead and just give my opinion when it comes down to this 50-50 thing. We are living in a time, man, where it's hard to live on your own, right? It's hard to live on your own, man. You're gonna have to make a whole lot more to really live on your own. But if you know finance, right? If you know finance, you bring it home 50K a year. Your average man makes 50K a year. Your average man makes 50K a year. He's bringing that home, right? Finance, you can freaking, make sure if you know how to budget right, you can live comfortably, right? You can live comfortably. You're just going to have to freaking budget like hell. But once again, right now, right, really, since the beginning of the time, this system has never been made for anyone to survive on their own, right? We all need a companion. We all need a partner, right? But now more than ever, we need a partner, right? Man needs a woman needs a man. If we're both bringing in, 50K a year, right? We're making some pretty good. We're making some pretty good money. We're going to have some stability, right? We're going to have some stability. 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to be splitting some bills, right? We're not living in a time, man, where women can just freaking stay at home by themselves, right? And just be housewives. We're not living in that time. Not with inflation rate being high. Everybody got to pay, outrageous gas prices, pay outrageous grocery bills. We need each other. So, of course, bills are going to be split in a household. But for a lot of women, the biggest issues is pretty much, they always want to use the extreme. Well, you know what? Hey, we talk about 50-50, but here's the issue with that, right? Because once again, women only want to do, a lot of your women in America want to do the bare minimum. Yeah, well, we're working just as much and just as long as you are, which not true, but hey, we're working just as much, we're working just as long. And I'm not saying all women is not working just as long as men. You do got a lot of women out there who's pulling in them hours. But hey, well, we're working just as long. But guess what? Y'all still want us to come home and clean and do all the dishes and do all of this. We shouldn't have to do that, right? Y'all men just want to sit around and just mope around and just be lazy. When that's not even the case. Men are not even trying to do that. If that was the case, man, once again, people, why are we trying to use the extreme, right? We're using hypotheticals. We're just trying to push a narrative that, hey, well, you know what? These men just want us to be slaves around the household. We freaking put in all these hours just like them, and then we come home and do nothing. First of all, men are not doing that. And if you're picking a man who doesn't want to do anything in the household, that's the man that you picked. You picked a lazy bum, and it's going to show, right? It's going to show. If you freaking walk, if you end up walking up in the house with him, or you walk up into his house when y'all first meet, and it ain't all that tidy, it's super duper dirty, what do you expect, right? What do you expect? Even some men that might not be tidy, if they meet you the first day, right? Are you coming to their house, or you coming to the dorm room or whatnot, they're going to at least tidy up. If a man can't even do that, that's obviously signs that even when y'all get into the relationship, he's going to feel comfortable where he's at. He's going to feel at home. So he's damn sure he ain't going to be cleaning up shit. So when women sit over here and use the, oh, well, you know, y'all men just want us to sit over here and work 50 hours a week and then turn around and come home just like y'all, and y'all don't want to do anything, but y'all want us to sit over here and act like maids. Come on, man. Men are going to contribute. If you don't contribute in the household, you're just a lazy bum, period. But at the end of the day, right, let's move that out the way. When somebody come bust through that door, a man has to protect you. A man is going to have to protect you. That's non-negotiable, right? That's non-negotiable. You're just still going to be sitting in the back and chilling, right? When it's time to make hard decisions, who has to make the hard decisions? A man. When it comes down to sitting over here, man, hey, well, you know what? We're going out to go eat. Well, we're going out to, go to the movies, or, hey, who's mainly going to pick up them bills? The man, right? So women don't ever take that into account, right? It's all about reciprocating value and, let's see, being considerate of the man that is taking care of you. Because once again, if you pick the right man, right? Which once again, there's plenty of good men out here. You pick the right man, you pick a good man. He is going to take care of you. He's going to be pulling most of the weight. Men in general pull most of the weight in every relationship that they are in. That is a fact. Most men, all men, actually, you are required, as a man, you are required to pull most of the weight in a relationship. You have to. That's because you are a man. So once again, you have 50-50. Like I said, women hate 50-50, but it's like I said, you have this guy, he's saying, man, listen, I can only go 50-50 because look at the time that we're living in right now. I can only do 50-50. But you got this guy who's rich. He's saying, hey, man, listen, I pay 100% of my bills, but I'm rich. Once again, we're in different tax brackets. But once again, I also agree with the man too. Hey, I feel like, I'm pretty sure every man wants to get to the point where they're paying all the bills. Every man wants to feel like, you know what, hey, the household needs me. The household relies on me. And plus, it's the man's duty, man, to make sure that the house is taken care of. The bills are paid. Let's jump into the video.
Oh, I'm not a man if I'm going 50-50 with my woman. It's hard, brother. You sitting up here, your nice house, your nice jewelry, nice cars. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do 100%. How? How, brother? If I'm making $14 an hour, what you expect? You still on there. Oh yeah, man, 100%. You're not a man. You're not a man. How? I'm still working. I'm still providing, right? So what makes me not a man? Because I'm going 50-50 with my woman.
And brother, I applaud you, because I understand that it is hard out here, but we are men, so we have to go harder. I'm not saying or trying to speak down to you, my brother, by any means necessary. I'm not. But I want you to be reminded of something that our fathers didn't teach us, that we must go hard and that we shouldn't get into a relationship with a woman until we have direction.
He's just pretty much saying, the guy, man, that's supposedly rich. He's just saying, man, just don't be complacent. That's not where you should be. That's not where you should want to be, though. Once again, you do got some guys who are saying, you know what, hey, man, shoot, this is all that I'm making. And some guys are complacent in life. They're just cool. They're just cool with just getting by. And he's saying, man, look, no, you don't need to get by. You need to be able to be in a position where you're paying all the bills. Because once again, when you're making pretty much a lot of money, you get leverage. Like, let's just be honest, you get a lot of leverage. You get a lot of leverage when you make a lot of money. So he's saying when you make a lot of money, dude, you're able to pay all the damn bills. You're able to sit over here and pretty much, in his words, right, function pretty much function and be able to run the household the way you want to. Because once again, if you're not making all the money in the household and your woman is making all the money, or if you're struggling getting by, let's be real, man. How much, right? Because here's the thing, right? A lot of women, man, want you to sit over here and make tons of money, right? If you can't make tons of money, you can't really tell them shit. I mean, look at a lot of these sisters. If you can't pay their bills, if you're not making as much money as them, once again, a lot of women are going to feel like they have the leverage. Once again, people are going to sit over here and look at money as, the root of all evil. But once again, man, money gives you a great advantage. And once again, we can disagree with it all day, right? We can disagree with it all day, but once again, money gives you an advantage. And of course, it's subjective for everybody, man. Somebody might say, you know what, hey, man, me just having $1 million, that's me being successful. Say, well, with me having $10 million, it's subjective. But at the end of the day, we can all universally agree that if you have millions, you are rich, right? You are rich. And in everybody's eyes, the man needs to be making most of the money. We're just gonna call it for what it is. And when someone might say, no, that's not the case. But deep down, man, that man needs to make money. Because if a woman makes way more money than the man, as you can see with Party, as you can see with a lot of these other celebrities, man, when a woman is making way more money, she tends to have the leverage when it shouldn't even be that way, right? And when it shouldn't even be that way. And nobody's saying that the woman can't make the money. Make the money. But it's the ego, and it's the type of character that comes with the money. It's the type of character that comes with the money. But where I disagree, with the guy with the shades, where I disagree with him on is pretty much saying, you know what, hey, man, you're not a man if you're, if you're doing 50-50. Man, listen, number one, at the end of the day, not everybody, you don't reach a financial stride until you're 30, right? Until you're 35. Maybe this guy right here is well in his 30. Maybe this guy right here is well in his 30s and his 40s, which is why this rich guy is saying what he is saying. In that case, once again, I understand it, right? But now if you're in your 20s, of course, you're working your way up there. But like I said, to sit over here and say that, hey, if you doing 50-50 with your woman, you really ain't no man, that's BS, right? That's BS. That's BS, because like I said, a lot of guys, man, hell, they might be working their way up. Right? Sometimes some people have to take the harder route. Sometimes the harder route is the longer route. Meaning that, hey, man, some guys don't have degrees. They should get a degree. You should get a degree, but hey, some guys don't have a degree. So sometimes they may have to take the harder route and the longer route, meaning that, hey, it ain't going to be a straight line to from point A to point B. You're going to have to zigzag. You're going to have to zigzag. And sometimes, hey, shit, that means you have to work at a job that's paying $16 an hour, that's paying 17, 18, just keep working your way up. Slow money, but hey, like Poor Man Podcast say, slow motion is better than no motion.
Direction.
But who are you to say that?
A person that cares, a person that loves you, a person that's been in your shoes and understands how it feels when we can't give our family what they truly deserve. We have to go hard. Now, give me one moment. I've been in your shoes. And when I was in your shoes, I stayed in my lane. I lived where I lived. My woman didn't work. She nurtured to the children till I got this. And I'm trying to give you the cheat code. Do what you need to do so you can feed your woman, and while she's nurturing the children, she can also nurture your dreams and your goals. Now you can be successful. Now you don't have to say, I'm working for $15. Now you can say, I got employees that I'm paying that's working for me for $15. I'm trying to elevate you, but men get so caught up in their emotions and their pride, and the first thing you want to do is feel attacked. Get the wisdom.
This is coming from a rich man.
Right now you're acting triggered. But right now you're acting triggered.
But this is coming from a rich man.
How did I get here?
Yeah.
But how did I give you? And I'm giving you the steps. I'm giving you the steps. This is, if you put down your ego, if you put down your pride, brother, am I saying anything wrong? I'm saying men should be men.
But you saying we not men. You saying we not men.
Brother, any man that makes an excuse can't be a man completely. You can be a male. A man comes with responsibilities, and it's hard. To be a man, it's hard, brother. It's not easy. That's why the respect you want from your woman that you don't get, I get from mine.
My woman respect me.
Hold on.
My woman respect me.
You think she respects you.
My woman respect me.
You think she respects you.
Brother.
You think she has she ever raised her voice at you?
No.
Does she cook for you every night,
Of
brother?
course.
So she respects you. cooks for you every night. Does she clean the house?
Of course.
She cleans the house, and you got her working 16 hours a day. That sounds like slavery.
No, it's not.
Brother, you got...
And some might be looking at the rich guy and saying, man, look, he's just reaching to the max, right? He's reaching to the max. And I can agree with you, right? I definitely can agree with you. But like I said, at the same time, I think he's just trying to get the point across that, man, listen, like I said, from his point of view, dog, you in your 30s, you in your 40s, man, and you still going 50-50 with your wife. If anything, it should be 70-30, where you're paying bulk of the bills, right? It should, if anything, it should always end with the man paying bulk of the bills, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Just like how, in my opinion, I feel like, a man should always pay for the dates. That's just me, right? That's just me. Every time a man go out, I feel like you should always pay for the dates. I feel like the man should always pay for the first date, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Some people might feel differently about it, but like I said, when it comes down to me, man, you're working your way up, you get into your 30s, the man should be paying bulk of the bills. He should, maybe not all the bills, but he should be paying bulk of the bills, in my opinion. And like I said, when it comes down to the first date, the man should be paying for the first date, in my opinion, right? But like I said, I just feel like he's just saying you're 35, you're 40. I get that you're still trying to work your way up to, to get somewhere, but once again, you're at the age that you are at and you're still doing 50-50, bro. Like, what are you doing? So maybe he's just simply saying you're complacent, right? Stop being complacent. Right? Stop being complacent. Stop trying to make an excuse as to why you're doing what you're doing, as to why you're in this position. Right? That's what I'm getting from this video.
Her cooking every night.
I don't have her doing anything. She does it because she wants to. We in the trenches together.
The trenches together?
That's what we in.
Brother, do you know anything about emotional abuse?
Explain it.
Emotional abuse is when you pour all your hurt and pain onto a woman, and just because you can't see her scars, you think it's okay. If I had a conversation with your woman, she'll probably start crying. They tired. They not built to go through what they're going through with you. She didn't choose you to struggle.
But again, who are you to say that?
Brother, a brother that loves you. And again, I'm trying to give you the cheat code. If you put yourself in a position, right, you work. If you have to get two jobs, you grind, allow your woman to do what she does in the home. If you have a business idea, you have her nurture that. Hey, baby, it's going to be a little hard for the next 2 years. But if we move like this, we're going to be good. You keep saying, who am I to...
I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. But I'm not seeing where the brother's going with that. He's saying you're putting all your, dumping all your pain and scars on the woman and everything. You're pretty much, man, making the woman work harder than what she has to. To me, I don't see that. Right. And once again, to me, I don't see that. Now, once again, I'm seeing that as in he's 30. He's in his 30s. He's in his 40s. Maybe he should be further in his life. Right. Maybe he should be further in his life than where he is right now. But hey, maybe he didn't take something serious. I don't know. But, I don't get the point that he's trying to make, saying that, you're putting all of this pressure and stuff all on this woman. She's working 16 plus hours a day and coming home and Like I said, just for your regular average guy. I mean, sometimes, man, once again, for some people, if it works in a household, it works in a household.
Who am I to tell you this? A man that's been in your position. A man that has risen above your circumstances. And I'm coming back down to say, this is what you do. You're not a man until you move like this. Most males will die, never experience what it feels to be a man and to be complete respected by his women and children because he didn't step into that true king place.
Bottom line, bro, we can't be complacent in life. That's what I'm getting from this. Bottom line, we cannot be complacent in life. And once again, men as a whole need to be paying bulk of the bills, right? That's what I'm getting from this. And once again, like I said, I agree with part of it. Like I said, in my opinion, man should be paying bulk of the bills. I mean, once again, you will be looked at differently, man, if your woman makes way more money than you. And hell, let's just say you might not, no, you're not going to be looked at differently. Okay, fine, right? You might not be looked at differently, but that respect respect factor is still going to be teetering. Let's just be real. This respect factor is still going to be teetering unless if you have a woman, man, who still knows her place, even if she is making way more money than you. But once again, for a lot of women, man, if they make tons of money, it comes with an inflated ego. It comes with it comes with a character. It's like she unlocks a character when she reaches a certain amount of money. But that's pretty much what I'm getting from here. I mean, he's like, bro, like 30s or 40s, you need to be doing more, right? You need to be doing more. There should be no reason why your woman is at the age that she is in the position that she is in, right? Yeah, maybe she needs to be working, but she don't need to be working, right? Because he ain't denying 16 hours. So if that is the case, she don't need to be working 16 hours, right? And like I said, this is why I say I agree with the rich guy. This is why I say I agree with him simply because for me, a man should be able to have stability and be able to take care of himself, his woman, and his children if he has children, right? But he should be able to take care of himself 2 times over, right? And be able to take care of a woman, right? And once again, like I said, she don't have to pay most of the bills. Right, she shouldn't even be paying most of the bills. She don't have to pay half of the bills. Hell, she could be paying 30% of the bills. Right, that's a water bill and an electric bill. Right, the man pays the rest of the other bills. Right, you can always make something work. Right, but in my opinion, that's what I'm getting from this guy. Right, y'all let me know down below. What are y'all getting from this guy? Right, maybe he's reaching. Maybe to y'all he might be reaching. To me, in a sense, he's making some sense. And that's one thing, man, I hate about, just people in general when they sit over here and tell you, who are you to tell me that, right? When you sit over here and try to tell women, hey, this is how you should move. Who are you to tell me that? Somebody, man, who cares about you, somebody who want to see you do better, right? So in his sense, to him, this is him feeling like, hey, I want to see you do better. This is me, putting something out in the air, hoping that you grasp it and actually apply it to your lifestyle, right? So like I said, when you pretty much look at what he is saying, I just feel like he's saying, man, you shouldn't be complacent in life. Don't be complacent as a man. By the time you hit your 30s and your 40s, you should be paying the bulk of the bills, right? Because there's a respect factor that comes with it. Imagine if your wife is paying most of the bills. Best believe, man, she's going to be running that household. That's why he's saying, man, hey, listen, as a man, you need to be paying, it should be 100% of the bills. I say it should be bulk of the bills. Hey, look, like once again, we're living in a time, man, where inflation rate is freaking high. People are freaking paying, 8% on their 8% interest rate on their house. Like, what type of crap is that? So, man, it's just a lot, right? And listen, it works for different people, right? It works for different relationships. But like I said, for me, you as a man, you have to be paying bulk of the bills, and that's just me, man. That's just me. But y'all let me know down below, man, how y'all feel about the video, man. How did y'all feel about what this brother was preaching, man? Do y'all feel like he was reaching? Do y'all feel like he was right? Y'all let me know down below, man. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.